Hello everyone. So we are into podcast number 3 of Open Talks, and I am Preet Patel. Here with us we have Abram Shivu, and today we are going to talk about 4 5 things, mostly covering what is really Indian government is up to. Like, don't they want to preserve their citizens' privacy? Second is why is Signal getting? It is not what it was. Like it initially started. That's right. Third is like we all know, but some of us don't know. So Apple is kind of involved in child labor and inhuman working conditions, and which is not at all good. Third is again Bluetooth got breached, so it is second time dead. And third, last is like we'll be talking about YUV. So I guess let's start, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So first thing is like, why did WhatsApp sue Indian government? What was the reason? So the reason was like WhatsApp wanted Indian government. Indian government wanted WhatsApp to basically trace the source of any message which they wanted. So if there is any crime or if there is any serious matter, and government wants to see like who started this message chain, so they could in theory figure out. For that, Abhiram Shivu told me that we need to have the metadata of the message, which is not yet implemented in WhatsApp. And if we do implement, then what is the point of having end-to-end encryption, right? Like that is I mean, the message is still preserved, but still like message is there and metadata is there. So combining them, you have the total identity with you. And the thing is that the government, we all know, like government just won't use it for just for just for the criminal stuff and those things. Like they will try to suppress the other party. Like let's say right now we have party one in ruling, and there is party two. So like party one will try to kind of silence the party two's agenda in those things. So that could be also one major issue. So like WhatsApp is suing Indian government just because of that. Like you cannot just force them to do this thing, right? So Arun, like, can you please?
Yeah,
take
so
the first.
like a little bit clarification on the metadata part. It is like the metadata is always there with the data, right? I mean,
Okay.
it is like the data of the data, like it is the information about the data. The
Yeah.
thing is, the metadata they are having, they are not having the origin as of now, like the of the
Okay.
message.
Okay.
And yeah, like what happens is normally in Telegram and all, we do have the origin of the message. Like
Right.
you can know who actually started the message, because
Yeah.
you kind of know who actually
Yeah.
did start, right? I mean, forward, you just say the
Yeah.
name of the
It is hideable, but still
person.
it is implemented. Yeah.
So it is not implemented yet in WhatsApp. And the thing is, actually, thinking about Facebook, it is not a privacy-focused
Not
company
at
at
all.
all. But
Yeah.
um, but I think this is a right move from the WhatsApp, because, like the thing is, like the government asking too much about,
Yeah.
um, like it is little bit too much what government is asking, that is to get the origin of every messages. And
Right.
how does this affect you is like, if you have, like if you're pranking your friend
Hmm.
or something, right? You
Right.
post something and accidentally the prank gets serious and it gets sent to some other people, and basically others also take it
Yeah.
really really real, and at last a prank turns into something which is literally, you can say, the nightmare of you, right? So
Correct.
you can kind of say, like, in that sense, if that person is getting arrested, that person didn't actually intend this whole thing to happen.
Yeah.
While and also, like, there are things like the metadata in WhatsApp is not encrypted. So in
Right.
theory, if you kind of add this thing to the metadata, anyone can actually trace who this message is like being
Correct.
sent from. Kind of get an idea of how viral the message is depending on
Yeah.
how much times the origin is repeated by multiple people, right?
Mm.
So those all kind of gets into privacy, and I think WhatsApp is doing the right job by basically suing Indian government to kind of prevent from implementing that. But I don't know if they will kind of uh, like stand away from it. I mean, Indian government is still really, really stern on their decision of uh, making these things all
Yeah.
totally open to the government, and even they have, I think, declined the monetary status of Facebook and
Correct.
Twitter. Right? I mean, as of
Correct.
26th of May, it was gone, right? I mean, the
Yeah.
monetary status. So yeah, monetary status means it is protected under the law, and they are normally not really kicked from the market, just by saying a ban, right? That is the status. So they don't have that anymore, so they can be sued and easily be banned now. So that is
Right.
something. Okay, so I think, is there anything more to add?
And like, do you know, like, this is not this government. Like, even the previous government was also doing the same thing. Like, let me show you, right? So, this is like the recent issue, but this was like from 2012, 13, or 26. See, you can see the headlines.
Absolutely.
At that time, the other government was there, right? And it was also trying to do the same thing. I
Yeah, yeah.
guess even though at that time there was not much of internet, but then also they were trying to kind of do their
I think now it is a little bit more on a wider scale, in the sense like,
yeah,
and also we have to say, like, okay, those days the internet was not prominent, so
right,
it was
right, right,
still, I guess, more wider
right,
in the sense.
correct,
So yeah, I mean, yeah, that actually gives us a light to, like, I guess, the affairs of the government, right? I mean, in
yeah,
every place, the government wants to control the
correct,
internet, but they don't actually feel internet as a media. Rather,
exactly,
they feel it like a normal
yeah,
channel, right? I mean,
yeah,
like a TV channel or something like that, right?
right, right, right,
Rather than a news channel, right?
absolutely,
Where the internet is kind of, I mean, for me, if you ask me, I guess I will say internet is a place where people can be themselves and kind of just delete their whole identity of being in a particular country and from a particular origin. They can be whoever they want and kind of
right,
live a life of you can say uh, without any boundaries, right? That is
yeah,
what I mean with internet. But the thing is,
correct,
I don't think that is ever possible. I guess in the future the internet will be too much censored, and you know
yeah. I mean,
like normal days, right?
yeah,
We need
exactly,
a new internet. This whole internet which can be tracked, in the sense like which has those identities, right? I mean, like IP
yeah,
addresses and MAC addresses
right,
should be tore down, and we should come up with a new internet which is decentralized and peer-to-peer to a point where they can't literally trace the packets.
exactly. That's what we want. That's what we want.
Yes, absolutely. So,
Right.
what do you think?
Yeah.
Let's move to the next topic.
Yeah, I guess you can move to the next. Okay, so next is like Signal is not what it used to be.
Oh
Uh,
man.
yeah. I mean, there are two, three points to be talked here. Again, we can start, I guess.
Okay, so the thing is, I always watched it for Signal, right? I mean,
Yeah,
whenever I talk about privacy,
we all
I
did, right?
always use Signal because Signal protects the privacy. It is fully open source. You have the server code, you have the client
I
code, you
mean,
have. If you even
yeah,
want to implement your own Signal, you can
you
do it
could.
in
You
your.
actually could before 1 year.
But now it seems like the Signal server code hasn't been updated for like 1 year. Like, I
Hmm.
mean,
Hmm.
like, see, like the 1 year is not like I mean, like a lot of
Yeah.
development happens in
Yeah.
like
Lot.
a weeks.
Correct. And with this much amount of users, there must have been lots of exponential development which could have happened.
Absolutely. And I think what happens is even the server code is not even compatible with the
Okay.
app. It might not be even compatible because the thing is,
Yeah.
deploying Signal is literally hard, right? I mean, it is not that easy to
Right.
deploy Signal with compared to Matrix. You
Okay.
can run your own spin-off Matrix server without any much of an issues. Like you can just run
Right.
the daemon, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
set up the keys and run the daemon, and it's done. But in case of Signal, I think yeah, no one has really run the custom servers that much, and
Correct.
also yeah, I think it is going close source, right? At this point,
Hmm.
they are going Telegram path, but the Telegram, I guess, for Telegram, for the difference in Telegram, you have to say Telegram do actually say it is not open source fully. It is open source only on the application platform, and
Yeah.
it always is it is closed source because they want to protect their source code being copied by other competitors, right?
Right.
And they also vouch that they don't really, send the user data. The
Correct.
kind of idea is like we have to trust on Telegram, right? I mean, to not really sell the user data or even use it,
Yeah.
fairly, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think the YouTube channel hated one, right? I mean that
Yeah. The hated one.
actually plays a video,
Yeah.
and I think in there, like he explained why you should switch to Matrix, and I do think he is actually telling what is reasonable, right? I mean, switch to
Correct.
Matrix. But the
Correct.
thing is,
Correct.
if you
Correct.
are using WhatsApp, I think Signal is way better.
Compared to that, of
Still.
course, right? Yeah.
So what snapped is actually the Signal actually started making MobiCoin, right? I mean, that is, I
Oh.
think, the cryptocurrency, right?
Okay. Okay.
They introduced.
Okay.
The thing is, like within 1 month, the Signal users kind of, I guess, even tripled. You can say, like it
Yeah.
just off the charts, right?
Right.
So what happened is the funds they are having is kind of getting eaten in a very fast pace to a point where they are like thinking about their burn rate, right? I mean, you kind
Yeah.
of know the burn rate, and they are worried about the burn rate. They want to have some kind of a secondary sources of income,
Right.
and for that, they, like all startups, when they think about burn rate and they want some income, they think about making their own coin, right? I mean, the spin-off
Yeah.
coin is basically like a, those things, initial coin funding, right? I mean, ICO and those kind of things. Initial
Right.
coin offering, yeah, initial coin offering, and those kind of things. Actually, those things help to make a startup, and I think they are doing this. But the problem with MobiCoin is that it is centralized. It is permissioned. That is means if you want to mine or if you want to even see the ledger, that is the whole blockchain, you have to be given permission by the
Okay.
MobiCoin Foundation.
Right.
And the MobiCoin Foundation gives you access to the network to validate, right? I mean, here they are using a different consensus mechanism. It is not proof of work or proof of stake. It is
Okay.
something else. I forgot which one it is, but
Yeah.
still the thing is, it is really centralized to a point where, even going to MobiCoin, right? I mean, MobiCoin page, you can kind of see that, like Hated One actually showed the video actually.
Okay.
The MobiCoin literally thinks banks are doing a good job handling the money rather than the
Oh, yeah.
cryptocurrency.
Okay.
So they are literally going the opposite way, where now
Yeah.
like he even said like Satoshi should be cringing right now, right? I mean,
Right.
hearing this.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm perfectly with that guy. Like I think Satoshi should be cringing at this point.
Oh, man.
I mean, the thing is, they have crossed the line, like with MobiCoin, like they have crossed
Yeah.
the line with cryptocurrencies, and now they have crossed the line with open source, like
Correct.
two things. So I think everyone, if you want, just switch to Matrix, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't care about much proprietary stuff, I guess go switch to Telegram. But the thing is, Compared to Telegram, Signal is much more secure.
Okay. Okay.
But if you want, if you are going back to WhatsApp, then use Telegram. That is better.
Of course, of course. It is way better than that. And I mean, like, I have one question. In the video of Hated One, he said like it was possible to combine metrics and signal. Is it possible? Like,
Absolutely. In the sense, Signal is a peer to like not a peer to peer, it's a centralized protocol, right? I mean, it is a centralized protocol for encryption and messaging, basically. So Signal is a protocol as well as Metrics. Metrics is also a protocol which is decentralized. It is like
okay.
email, right? I mean, you have these servers which are like the relays, right? I mean, if you want to send a message, then you have your home server, which is your server, which you're connected to, and the home
Yeah.
server kind of stores the message and forwards it to the place where you are sending the message.
Okay.
So some other server who is supposed to receive the message, which is basically the home server of that particular person, right?
Right.
It can even get relayed through multiple forms like servers, right? I mean, so this is like SMTP servers where one SMTP server sends a message to another SMTP server, and from that SMTP server goes to another SMTP server. So what you can feel is this is all protocol. It is not really a kind of like a messaging app of sort. Like an app is like a demo in the sense, right? I mean, it is like an application of this metrics protocol. And in theory, Signal can actually switch to metrics protocol because the thing is, most probably the app, the UI part and the database, every management part is pretty much separate from the underlying network part. That's the protocol, right? So in theory, they can just plug out the old, the Signal protocol and plug in the metrics protocol. But the hindrance is basically the founder, like
Yeah.
he is not at all with the metrics protocol, and I think from my perspective, peer-to-peer wins always. Like currently, metrics is peer-to-peer, and I think peer-to-peer is the way to go because
Of course.
more peer-to-peer means it is very hard to block. Like if you block a server, I mean, we don't even care because through some other server, that particular server will be reachable.
Correct.
If there is at least one path, like you are going to be connected anyway. So
Yeah.
only downside is that it is slow, right? I mean, peer-to-peer
it will
means
be a
that
little
you
bit slow.
won't have an absolute path.
Right.
It
You'll
will
have
keep on
to.
changing. It will switch. It will take whichever path it seems first, right? I mean, maybe like if it gets multiple paths, it will find which is the best one. But the
Correct.
thing is, you don't search for too much multiple paths. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe one or two.
Yeah. Right.
So I think they should answer your question now.
Correct. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so the next topic is like Apple is involved in some kind of child labor issues and maybe also inhuman working conditions which their workers are facing. And like they see, like let me show you the headline, right? So yeah, this is the thing. They knew from these 3 years that it was happening, but they couldn't cut out their strings with that factory just because of like profit margin. The only thing is like if you consider the whole profit margin of all these companies like ASUS, Samsung, Apple, and these things, and if you plot a graph, then you will see like 90% of the profit is coming just from Apple. Like the whole 90% of the profit is consumed by Apple. So you can see like how much of the profit they are already making, and just for I would say maybe 10-20% they are letting this thing continue. So where I'm like, what do you have to say about this thing?
Okay, so I think like whatever Apple is doing is immoral, but the thing is,
Yeah.
it is not just Apple, right? I mean, these are basically like standalone, you can say manufacturers, right? I mean, if you want a
Correct.
PCB, you just send to Foxconn, like that is the way, right? And it is like everyone is doing it. But the thing is, Apple is the de facto standard for everything, and if Apple is doing it, everyone will actually kind of follow
Right.
them, right? And one more thing is Apple is like the most profitable business I guess ever. I mean,
Ever. Yeah.
the in the case of hardware market, right? So
Yeah.
I think around 90% is the profit. Even like the 10% you can say is the price for the sales, and 90% is the profit. You know, like no one really has that margin, right? I mean, like
No.
think about like if you sell one phone, the 90% of the price of that phone is basically the profit.
Yeah.
I mean, that is something which is really, really like, I mean, epic, right?
Correct. And
Listen.
the thing is, people are still buying it.
Yes.
I mean, people will buy it because like people want simple things.
I mean, it
Like,
is it is efficient and all, right? The device is
yeah,
efficient.
yeah. It's yeah, devices absolutely.
I'm
They're
not saying reduce the price of the iPhone, right? Rather, like decrease the profit margin to maybe like 50%, right?
correct.
And take the rest of the 40% and give it to these people who
Workers,
are
right?
basically making this
Yeah.
devices.
Yeah.
I mean, what is Apple doing with this amount of money? I don't know. Like,
Exactly.
thing is, they are not really doing any robotics or anything really epic, but they are literally getting a lot of profit. I mean,
A lot.
or
Absolutely
are
a
they?
lot.
Like, are they working on in the back end, right? I mean,
Oh,
robotic
we
system.
never, we never know.
We will never know. Like, it
Yeah.
is it is like a company secret, right? So
Absolutely.
the thing
Yeah.
is that they shouldn't actually take this much of a
Correct.
profit.
Like, Abram, I gave you the link of that video from Tech Culture, right? Of the
Yes,
founder of that BBK, the whole chain.
absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
the main uh, crux of his life was to give money. Like he was giving lots of money which he was earning. He was not taking
To
and
the
keeping
workers.
everything to himself. So it also works. Like it that shows that strategy also works. Apple could actually
Yeah.
follow that,
If you
but
remember, like in
yeah,
the old days, we were having a conversation like bring up a business,
yeah,
then have some shares for the workers. Like if we have a lot of profit, then kind of give some profit back to the workers.
absolutely.
You remember, like
Mm,
I
mm, mm.
talking that to you.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
it seems BBK did that already, like,
Yeah, they
and it
already did
worked.
that. It worked. It
And
absolutely worked.
the thing is, if you give the profit to the workers, then they will be like, okay, like we are getting somewhere because now we got
Yeah,
a fundraise, and
correct.
next year they might not be getting that much. Then they will be like, okay, what went wrong, right? Why is we getting little bit less
Yeah,
payment? And they will
right,
like check what actually did go wrong, right? If they are
right,
always getting paid a fixed amount and always it never changes, then they kind of never get the feedback
correct.
that it is going up or going down, and also it makes everything stale, right?
Yeah,
And if you are underpaid, then it makes stale thing to a next level. Like,
yeah, right. Oh man,
so I
600
think,
rupees a month in India. Yeah, we talked about it, but still again, like as we
yeah,
were
last
talking about,
podcast,
yeah,
two, I guess.
that is inhumane. Oh man. Yeah, but
I mean,
that's sad
I mean,
reality.
they're literally in position to like pay a
Right.
lot. I mean,
Yeah.
at
Oh
least
man.
2,000 rupees per head,
Correct.
like
Correct.
at
Correct.
least.
Right.
It is just that they are not
They're
really
not willing to.
bothered
They're
making
not.
making a good working atmosphere, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is just Apple. Google is doing it with their employees, as far as I have known. Like in the sense, like they are not underpaid, rather they are in a lot of stress,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Compared to what they should be doing for
Jude.
that particular price, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, head developers at Google are basically like really, really, you can living a good life, while
Right.
like the normal developers are really, really suffering, right?
I see. I see.
So yeah, I mean,
This shouldn't happen. Everyone should be getting equal amount of. I mean, not exactly equal, but still
Yes,
proportionally equal amount of money.
absolutely.
Yeah.
The thing is, it is also like proven, right? I mean,
Hmm.
BBK proved it. So many
Correct.
companies proved it. The business model works fine if we kind of keep the employees happy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one unrelated topic, which is I guess not even in this, right?
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Those I guess uh, those donut places, right? I forgot about those. Which company it is, right? Like the franchises where they make donuts, right?
Right.
When they have excess donuts,
Hmm.
what would they actually do? Like, what do you think?
Okay. If it was BBK, then they would maybe give the donuts to their employee or someone
Yes,
like.
right. I mean, that is the absolute nice thing to do, right? Then the employees
Yeah.
can actually distribute to their families or some people like
Exactly.
homeless men or someone, right?
Right.
They literally force employees to throw away all the donuts, like throw away in the
Oh
sense
man.
like literally into trash. And if the employee eats even one, they are fired, right? Like, I
What
mean,
the hell? I mean, what is the
yeah,
point of?
that is absolutely the model, right? I mean,
I
I
see.
can think about why they are doing it because if they get the donuts for free, then no one will come there, and maybe like they will try to get stuff for free, right? I mean,
Oh, I
right?
see.
Like
I see. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
that
Right.
is
Right.
a good thing, but like good,
Good point.
argument to make. But the
Argument.
thing
Yeah.
is, is wasting food good? I mean, like think about the people in Africa, like they are literally poor. Like even in
Yeah.
India, like there are a lot of people who are literally dying from hunger, right?
Absolutely.
If you
Yeah.
can just take these donuts, which are like literally wasted, and maybe like ship it to those people, right? I mean,
Correct.
just have a policy, company policy.
Right.
We will only ship these, old donuts in old in the sense like just 1 day old, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
morning they make and evening they just throw out, right?
Right.
Those donuts to like some charitable organization
I
directly,
see.
right?
I see.
It won't be sold.
Correct.
Then they could actually use that, right? I mean, instead of
Hmm.
that,
Hmm. Hmm.
they're wasting them.
Yeah. That is right.
And this is one thing which is really related. I mean, like
That's right.
child labor, wasting food. All these things are immoral. I mean, to
Yeah.
the environment and also to the humankind. I mean, making child work, right? I mean, like think about it. Like
Hmm.
children become adults after some time, and
Right.
when they become adults, they will be thinking, okay, like what childhood they had, right?
Hmm.
They were literally in a factory, like assembling mobile phones or
Yeah.
something like that. What will they become after? After
Right.
that, they won't be mentally stable. They won't be like joyful. Like you
Correct.
know, like it is a very very sad situation to like put
Yeah.
children in that particular situation, right? I mean,
Right.
to work.
Right.
So I think Apple and even all the other companies should be get penalized. But the thing is, first
Hmm.
Apple, right? Because they are the
Yeah.
major profit takers from the
Correct.
whole candy.
Right.
So, is there anything to add? If not, we can just go
Yeah.
to
I guess
next.
you can go to the next topic. Correct.
Absolutely.
Okay. Then, oh man, Bluetooth has been breached second time. So,
Right.
yeah, in last video we talked about like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth both getting hacked. Again, the same person, right? That free what was his name? Free node, oh, no, not free node, but that
Uh,
website. Uh,
Matthew Van Gogh?
no, I actually forgot, but like we showed last time, right? So that exact same person, I guess, has hacked Bluetooth a second time, maybe another way, maybe
Right.
something else.
Yeah. Okay. So Wi-Fi, like the thing is,
Yeah,
Wi-Fi, you already know there is a flag attacks, right? I mean, that is
yeah,
the Wi-Fi vulnerability. It has been extended to Bluetooth. So
frag
that
attacks, yeah,
means
frag attacks, right?
the thing is, Matthew Van Gogh didn't extend it, right? I mean,
Okay,
Matthew Van Gogh is the author of, you can say, Wi-Fi, right? The Wi-Fi vulnerability. But the thing is, this has been extended by some other researcher. Like,
Okay.
just check. Is this actually like an issue with Bluetooth also? And it seems it is. So
Yeah,
I mean, this is also a problem because now, like it is in the same situation as Wi-Fi, right? Now
I
it
see.
requires a hardware patch, and that is the hardest thing ever
Right,
with
right,
the
right.
things.
Because
Android actually will get security patches, I guess. Next, I think it's already rolled out in most of the
okay.
Androids. But the thing is, you kind of know Android, like it is not getting updated for every device. Like the devices which are presently in the update rollout, I
Yeah.
guess
In the
those
two
devices
years
will.
of maybe 2, 3 years of ban, I guess they might be getting security patches, but beyond that,
Absolutely.
no one.
So this will actually be a really bad thing, right?
Yeah.
So what do I recommend is like turn off your Bluetooth whenever it is not in use, and also when in public places, try avoid to use wireless communication. Like
Okay.
if you need to use wireless communication, do ensure that there is some other encryption on top of the
Yeah.
wireless encryption standard,
Yeah. Could
whichever
be.
wireless you're using. Wi-Fi has those WPAs and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Apart from that, try to use HTTPS, like the
Or
TSL encryption. And
or
for
maybe
Bluetooth,
some.
I think it is already dead. I mean, there is no
Yeah.
way.
Right. And if there is any
Think
HTTP
about
website, then I guess we could use VPN, right?
absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like think about you're typing something with your keyboard, and
Mm-hmm.
your keyboard is your encryption from the keyboard. Like there's a key, right? That
Yeah.
key gets leaked,
Oh man.
right? Then in theory they can actually see whatever you type, right? I'm
Oh
absolutely
yeah.
looking at Apple, right, at this point because you can have Apple is notorious for providing Bluetooth keyboards.
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
you have seen Mr. Robot, right? I mean, in that
I have. Yeah. No.
in one episode, he
Mm-hmm.
kind of hacks into police officers, you can say, computer, right? I mean, the
Okay.
computer that he uses for, um, police works, right? Basically,
Yeah.
in the car, using a Bluetooth keyboard. So what he did was deauth the old keyboard and connect his Wi-Fi dongle as the new keyboard, right?
Oh. Okay.
And he literally typed in all the commands, like
Oh.
like and
Okay.
it is not like someone of his talent, right? I mean, it is a really low probability, but still I am not betting there is no one like him, right? But the thing is, he literally
Yeah.
typed the exact perfect commands
Okay.
to give him access to the prison, like completely, right?
Right.
And like I guess basically release all the inmates in the prison.
Right.
And I think it is interesting because the thing is, these wireless hacking, I guess this is really, really like to a point where it is really easy, right? I mean, it is better just to go wired
Yeah.
than just use wireless.
Right.
So, what do you think? Like
Mm-hmm.
you have also done a little bit of hacking exercises, and you kind of know
Yeah.
like Wi-Fi, like even to deauth Wi-Fi, right? I mean, like it
Mm-hmm.
is just a command. You can just literally like bombard a Wi-Fi beacon to a point where
Yeah.
like it is denial of service, right? I mean,
Correct. Correct. Correct.
if you just walk through and do that, I mean, like it is just
It is
like
very.
wireless. Just I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
if you want connection, you just connect it wire, right? Like
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if you see if you search for Wi-Fi hacking tutorials, you will find thousands, right? But if you search
absolutely.
for wired Ethernet hacking tutorial, like I mean, you
Yeah,
might
like
find
it even requires hardware.
yeah, it requires physical access, right? So even if you find
Absolutely.
something, it is very uncommon to have the access of that place and hack it. So yeah,
So I think what would I recommend is use Wi-Fi and Bluetooth in your home, right? Where
no,
you kind of
in
know
home it
that
is
you are
fine,
secure enough, right? I mean,
right?
like if you are a if you are a billionaire or if you are someone who actually gets attention of hackers, then don't use it, because hackers do actually come into your home first, right? Like
Yeah.
first they will meet you personally, and you won't even know when they become
Correct.
friends. Then
Yeah.
don't use it in your home. But for normal users, I guess, don't use it in public, but you can use it in your home without much of an.
Yeah.
Uh,
And for like,
so I think
yeah. Yeah, bro.
it will be a good time to invest in wired headphones then, wireless.
Oh man, like, I mean, headphone jack, right? Oh
Yeah,
man.
I think RIP, right? It's already like.
And like for advice for billionaires, right? If you are a billionaire, and if you want to use Wi-Fi, just buy a new device after maybe 3-4 months. By the time, like, vulnerability might have gotten patched, but then again, like, some other vulnerability will come, and wireless is always hackable.
Like these
So
are the vulnerabilities which got to good guys, right?
right, it was there
What
from
are the
1987,
vulnerabilities
right?
which actually bad guys know? Like,
Yeah, 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 right,
so this is really why we don't really want the medium to be like. If you want something to be secure, like think about military, right?
right.
Like, do they send things over internet? Yes, like they do, but they send critical information? No, like they only
No,
send critical information by internet if they don't have any other means of
yeah,
sending it. They normally have hard lines, literally connecting everyone, like literal
right,
hard
right,
lines.
right,
I
right.
mean, they literally have the optic fiber network for them,
Yeah, yeah,
and like that is the, and even that itself is encrypted, like on top
mm,
of it, right? I mean,
correct,
it is an encrypted hard line. So
right.
that means just not just the physical security is ensured.
Yeah,
Again, the data integrity and data confidentiality is ensured by
I see,
cryptography.
I see.
I mean, it is already confidential, right? I mean, the channel itself is literally locked down. I
Yeah,
mean,
then
no
also
one
they
can
are
really access that.
trying to encrypt it. That shows, like, this much of precautions is actually necessary if you are if you are, I mean, if you are concerned about
Really
your privacy,
scientific.
right? Yeah. Okay.
I think
Okay.
for normal people, like just ditching this Wi-Fi and Bluetooth just for,
Hmm.
I guess using them only when you necessarily need, right? Like that is
Exactly. Exactly. Right. Right.
just turn it off whenever you don't.
Yeah. Correct.
Even mobile networks are getting hacked, but no one is saying about those because those are proprietary to a point, right?
Yeah. I see.
Even if they are hacked, it is illegal, right? I mean, to hack.
Right.
In theory, if you hack Wi-Fi, no one is really going to come for you
I
unless
see.
you hacked your neighbor or something, right?
Correct.
And the neighbor knows. If you hack GSM network, then you're basically fighting against your ISP, right? That
Yeah.
is a whole another level. And I think in Mr. Robot, he has actually
Oh.
accessed the like a cellular network with the help
Oh.
of
Okay.
social engineering. Like
Right.
he actually managed some employee to give the personal access keys
Oh. I see.
to him
I see.
by acting as a a kind of like a an employee, but employee who missed or who
Yeah.
kind of misplaced the password, right?
Right.
I mean, think about it. Like, it is absolutely fine. Like, this will work in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he got a VPN access into the network of the mobile net. Like,
Yeah.
that I think that is much more easier than having those specified equipments, because now you can just access via VPN, right?
Right.
The
Right.
whole servers.
Correct.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's
think
why.
anyone interested in hacking, you have to just see like Mr. Robot, because
Yeah.
in that things he do is really absolutely
Almost.
like
I
pretty
mean,
much close to real life.
yeah. Almost real time. I mean, that's why they say, right? Hacking is not about breaking into code, but breaking into mind. So,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah,
Like the weakest link about most of the security is actually humans.
absolutely. Because they designed it, right?
Yeah, they designed it, and also like the
They
humans
have
are the
the.
weakest in the sense like machines don't have a survival instinct, but humans do have a survival instinct, right?
Right.
And they have also emotions and like empathy and sympathy, right? These
Correct.
all are the things which actually uh, kind of shouldn't have. You shouldn't have if you really care about security, because
Yeah.
in the thing in the like when you become very close with some other person, they might be able to exploit you because of empathy, sympathy, and your basic humanity, right? I mean,
I see.
and it is really, I guess, you can see it in two ways. One is negative and positive. It is like, it is actually positive in the sense, like, in the sense, like, your humanity means that you will actually help others than really try to destroy them, right? I mean,
Right. Right.
mainly the hackers who do these things, they normally don't have that much of a humanity. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is. I guess they don't do that much productive things, right? But the
Correct.
thing is, ethical hackers don't do that much of
Hmm.
negative hacking, right? I mean,
Right.
they don't do social engineering much, really.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
I mean, they do it if you ask them to, because
Yeah.
like some people, like, for example, electricity grids, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they have to be literally secure, and you shouldn't just, like, some random person calls, like, and says, "Oh, I am like this X employee. Like, I want the access. I kind of forgot my keys there. Like, can you just send it in?" And he is like, you know, sends that in
Yeah.
directly. That shouldn't happen, right? So
Yeah.
they
Of
might
course.
actually do, like, some full checking, just
Right.
overall social engineering, not like in depth,
Right.
social engineering to a point where they just take him to a bar and like make him drunk and
Hmm.
kind of
Yeah.
those level, right?
Yeah. That is next level. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess now it remains. Now what remains is YUV. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay,
Like
so
yeah.
I think I can cover it a little bit, right? I mean,
Yeah. Sure.
let's not talk in too much about in too much depth, because the thing is, like, why I wanted to talk about YUV is because
Hmm.
people all talk about RGB, and
Right.
uh, they don't know even YUV exists.
Correct.
Like, most of the people are not even aware that this is a standard. The thing is, your camera, I think even scanners, everything actually captures in YUV, right?
Oh.
And it gets converted to like RGB only
Okay.
after it hits the digital processors.
I see.
So it is like the YUV is better for like transferring data, but RGB is better for like processing data, right? So you can say.
Okay. Okay.
So let's say you have a TV, right?
Hmm.
Most probably the TV will actually support YUV encoded format. And why YUV is used because HDMI versions, right? HDMI 1.1, 1.2, 1.3,
Yeah.
1.4. Now there is the latest 2.1, right?
Yeah. Right.
So the thing is, HDMI standards actually do increase the bandwidth, right? I mean,
Hmm.
between them.
Right.
But the major problem is, you kind of know that 4K at 60 FPS is really hard to be carried in 1.4, HDMI 1.4, because it doesn't have the throughput to
Correct.
handle that. So you just use HDMI 2.1, or you can use YUV, right? Subsampling.
Okay.
So YUV, you might actually already have heard about YUV 4 is to 2 is to 0, right? I mean,
Yeah.
or 4 is to 2 is to 2, or something like these numbers. So
Mm-hmm.
what that means is that 4 is the number of pixels per
Right.
row being sampled. So there are two rows, and two rows actually have four columns,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And the 4 is to 2, right? The 2
Mm-hmm.
actually means that first row 2 pixels are taken.
Okay.
So that means that from the 4 pixels in the first row, 2 of them are taken in pair,
Okay. Okay.
and we have 0, right, in
Yeah.
the left hand side. That is 4 is to 2 is to 0.
Right.
That means 0 pixels are taken from the second row.
Okay. Okay.
So this is what I was saying, right? There are 4 by 2 pixels.
Right.
not 4 by 2, like 2 by 4, right? 2 by 4 pixels,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 rows and 4 columns, right?
Okay.
And 4 is to 2 means the 2 means like the first row, how many pixels are being taken, that is 2. So
Okay.
2 pixels are going to be combined, like
Yeah.
2 neighboring pixels are going to be combined
Right.
into a single color value.
Okay. Okay.
And now we have to talk about what is YUV, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
YUV we can also call it as YCRBR, right?
Right.
So Y chrominance red, chrominance blue.
Okay.
That is YCRBR or YUV, right?
Okay.
So U means chrominance red. That means that how much of a true color of red it is. That is the chrominance. And Y means luminance. So that means in grayscale how much of a light there is to the image.
Right.
And BR is like CRBR, right?
Mm-hmm.
So CR not CRBR,
Mm-hmm.
it's CRCB, right? CRCB is prominence blue. So
Okay.
prominence blue is like how much true blue it is. So if you think about your eye, right? Your eye can only see like a little bit of colors, in the sense like it cannot see reddish blue and bluish green. These are called forbidden colors,
Right.
and these are forbidden because you are each of, like you have two types of cones, and
Mm-hmm.
one type of cone can only see red to blue, and the
Okay.
other type of cones can only see blue to green.
Okay.
So in the sense, you can't see blue and green simultaneously because one cone is doing it, like,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So some of these colors like purple and pink and these kind of things doesn't really even exist in real life. It is just a hallucination. Like you can say, like our brain makes it up, right? I mean,
I see.
because the two of the corn cells kind of fire simultaneously, and
Oh.
kind
Okay.
of it gets represented as
Right.
that. And YUV does these old things, and like it thinks about all these things and
Mm.
compresses the whole thing, because
I see.
now it takes our human perspective into the equation, right? Like the thing is, RGB is basically directly converting the channel into red, green, blue, right? Direct.
Right.
It is exactly the same representation, right? But YUV takes some of our defects, the human defects, into advantage,
Okay.
because we can't see some of the colors, and they won't, like YUV won't reproduce those colors.
Okay.
It can't reproduce those colors.
Here.
And at last, what happens is with the YUV subsampling, we can basically send 4K at 50 FPS through HDMI 1.4B, right?
Oh, that's a lot.
And that is absolutely amazing, because when you think about it, 4K at 60 FPS really takes a lot of
Yeah, absolutely.
bandwidth.
Lot.
So, I mean, YUV, did you know that YouTube whole runs in YUV?
Oh
Every
man.
video in YouTube is YUV.
Oh man. I.
Even this video, when you're going to watch, this is going to be in
Oh.
YUV, right?
Oh, that explains like how they are managing this many videos and this bandwidth
Absolutely,
and those things.
absolutely. It is because they don't have the bandwidth to handle all these, video,
Right.
right, in RGB. So they just do it in YUV.
So.
Like if you go to YouTube and play a video, right,
Mm-hmm.
and if you just go to Stats for Nerds, you
Yeah.
might actually see it is YUV,
Let's
right?
see, right? Let's see our own channel.
Linus Tech Tips or Marcus Brownlee.
Yeah. I guess like we should go to our own channel. The reason is that they might copyright, right? So
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's go to
yeah, I guess we have to do
youtube.com/Abhiram Shibu, right?
yeah, that would be better. Yeah. Okay, so let's see an interesting video, right?
Let's open the last podcast.
Yeah, correct.
And let's pause it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and let's do stat fullness.
right.
Now, okay, so I think it is not there in stats for nerds, but yeah, like if you do have some downloaded video, right? I mean,
Yeah.
in theory, you can just open a terminal and FF Pro.
Okay,
Yes,
let's check, right? So,
absolutely.
okay, there you go.
Okay, so yeah, like streams, video, H2264,
Yeah, this
AVC,
one.
yeah.
Right, right, right. Why
So
you
that is
feel
why we 4:2:0, right? That is subsampling. So,
I see.
right. I didn't actually say about the zero, I guess. I mean, zero means no pixel is taken, right? So what happens
Okay.
is the upper row gets copied to the lower,
Right.
right? Literally, that means the lower row is basically even like it is literally ignored, like
Oh.
in the sense.
I see.
So that, like, think about how much space it saves, because now we are only taking 2 pixels per pixels, right? I mean,
Oh, okay.
then again we are ignoring the 4 pixels in the bottom, right?
Right, right,
For
right.
every 8 pixels
Yeah.
from the screen. So this means that 8 pixels, like 4 pixels will always have the same color, right? I mean, absolutely
Right.
same color.
Right.
That is why the text looks weird. YUV, like
I see.
YUV 4:2:2, like 4:2:0, right? If you
Okay.
have Y 4:4:4, then absolutely it is RGB. Comparable to RGB, because now you are taking counting each and every pixels, right? Like
Correct.
4:4, like the 4 means that 4 pixels are subsampled from the 4 pixels, right? The top. And the bottom row also 4 pixels is subsampled. Like every bit of information is kept.
Yeah.
And I think that is really interesting, right? I mean, was it interesting for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Like just by changing the RGB to YV, how much of the compression we can achieve, and like how much of the bandwidth we can save, and those things. Like it is next level.
Like even the thing is, it is even splitting the RGB into 3 ways, right? I mean,
Okay.
it is not even RGB anymore. It is prominence.
Yeah.
And luminance is kind of like a 8-bit value, right? I mean, it is
Right.
an 8-bit value. But chrominance is a degrees, right? In degrees, and that is like a hue, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it feels like a hue, and that is really, really different from what you represent, and it takes lesser bits, number of bits to represent chrominance compared to others. So that means again compression, right? I mean,
Yeah.
again there is compression. So this compression really occurs because of how our eye perceives the image, right?
Yeah.
That some of these things need not be recreated.
Right.
Like we can, in RGB, right? Multiple combinations of RGB create same color
Oh, okay.
for it. And those things are eliminated in YUV.
I see.
So I think, yeah, like, I mean, with that we can, end YUV conversation, right?
So perfect. So I guess by that, it's pretty much all for this podcast. And thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. And support open source. Like, share, and
Do
subscribe.
like
for
and
sure.
share, right? I mean,
Yeah.
there are a lot of you like watching the video, but not really,
Right.
sharing the video. So I think if you share it to someone who might actually find it more useful, then
Correct.
this will be really
Correct.
amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah. So goodbye, everyone.